With a sign of prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Ew. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. What? Hey, that's... Here extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. So is this a Truman Show situation? Well, we already knew we were being watched constantly. But if we've killed the Mastermind, now what? Right? Like, sure there won't be any trials at this point now. Guess you just gotta find a way out? I don't know. Then the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? Unless the Mastermind was someone else's puppet, I guess. It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind really is dead... That means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exits? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now... We need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day, there's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But...
Why has it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind. Now do you understand? You useless insect, you're banned from talking to the Master ever again. The Mastermind's purpose, and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Start with the monitors, I guess. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here. You know, you find anything? Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Okay, what can we look into? Ooh, the world. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Okay, she's creepy as ever. Is that like an old TV? There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking at me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. Alright, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Alright, well, you get on that. What's through this door? This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? Is this where they store all the Monokumas? Oh, this lock. Maybe the key works? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Oh, what if the Monokuma key opens it? Where's Kyoko when you need her? Kyoko! Get over here! Nope, no good. Won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right, the mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Good news for you all. Saturday morning kitties out there, I got the TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. So we're gonna find out it's like the apocalypse outside or something? Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
They were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it.
Huh?
So wait, hold on. We're being broadcast? Was this seriously just some sick game for the world's entertainment? That I'm playing for entertainment. Huh, this is... It's a feed coming from the surveillance cameras monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh, that's weird. That would explain so much, actually. Oh, it does, doesn't it? No wonder. No wonder they let us have our cute little ploys of like, oh, we're gonna break out and stuff, because it makes for great television. No.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird, huh? You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Good idea. Let's give that a try. Here, I went through each channel one by one. Are they all this? But on every channel, it was just us. What? Okay, hold on. No, we're not on TV. We're not on TV. We can't be on TV. It's got to be like a localized signal or something, right? This whole school's a Faraday cage, and they're just broadcasting the signal into the school to make it look like we're on TV, to mess with us. Because there's no way it's on every channel, right? It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
what the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? Oh no! No! No, he's back! No!
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Hmm? Huh?
what?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma! Oh, you're so sweet, dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. 2 years? Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well, now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. Can't be serious. We have to keep going? No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Hold on. Hold on. Kyoko? Is Kyoko in control of the Monokumas now? Because she said something very similar, didn't she? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't think I am. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well, now.
Oh, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey.
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? Is this showing the signal? But it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Wow. What? Oh, that's what Monokuma's story time is. Because nothing interesting happens at night, because we're sleeping. So it's just like an intermission show. It's like a little intermission. Just to have something to broadcast over the air while we're sleeping.
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. With a bunch of product placement too, yeah. Doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? Camera feed is being broadcast? No way that's possible. That's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking. The sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, eh? Not sure if that's an intentional reference, but I mean, given the context of what's going on right now. Hey.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did? Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever. Not to mention, I mean, there is a history of, blood sport and, humanity. I know we don't really do it anymore, but you go back to, like, the Colosseum, gladiator fights, and whatnot. It's you'd be lying if you said that humanity doesn't get some sort of entertainment value out of killing. I know, even like our fictional things often involve a lot of simulated killing, right? Are we that much more morally justified in being entertained by killing just because we have the understanding that it's not real killing? Still, that deeper down, that intrinsic enjoyment is there, is it not? Anyway.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh, there's a little business of.
A body has been discovered.
Right.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean? I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it your all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are going to get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth, hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We about to lose Kyoko? I hope not. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. Took everything I had to just keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. Kyoko? No, Kyoko's not dead. Surely not. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mikuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. Unless Kyoko took over. Or unless the mastermind was actually a puppet of a higher power, which I wouldn't put past him. Right, like if this is reality TV, what if the mastermind isn't necessarily the producer or the director. The mastermind could be the mole, basically, in like a reality TV show. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. Have it ends like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But we're gonna have a class trial. That means the killer.
That's right.
Correct, it must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Well, so much for that method of IDing. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So do they cut? Are they a cutter? That seems likely. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Is this different investigation music from normal? Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. I'll start with examining the body. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. I mean, I don't even know what Kyoko's hands look like. She always wore gloves. Huh. There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Yeah, there's no way Kyoko has super long fingernails under those gloves. Alright. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but... looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Wait, some of the... Hina, Toko, you two like had a group bath with Kyoko. Did she have a tattoo at the time? I need answers. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. Not wet at all. Interesting. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Well, if the murder took place here before 7:30, the whole body should be wet from the sprinklers, in theory. Which means either the death happened after 7:30, which implies I didn't kill them, or the body was moved here at some point. I don't think I've seen everything. The upper half of the body set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the parts that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis has been added to the handbook. Okay. We need to investigate the quantity of chickens, of course. Remember, there are some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh. 4.
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. Oh, what's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore here and focus on the problems at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? And it's definitely relevant. How? I have no idea. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the body. What is this? Okay, well. Murder weapon? There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, I mean, Kyoko is the one that attacked me? Why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. I didn't kill Kyoko. I'm telling you. Knife with the Christina's crime was added to the truth blood section of your handbook. Okay, let's check out the shed. Just be sure I should take a look around the tool shed. Wouldn't say if the knife was the murder weapon. Alright, it can be vague, right? Like the one time it said, oh, the murder weapon was something similar to the other murder weapons. So it doesn't have to be exact. And with Sakura, it never said that the cause of death specifically was poison. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I'm sure I'll look into that. Could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something that bothers me. Could it have been used to scrub the body down? That or covered would be the obvious thing. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. What do you think, Hina? Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, she's wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there's a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you too. Body before the explosion. Let's check the control panel. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. It's set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers has been added to the truth board section of the handbook. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to think anymore. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Serious?
Oh, I was just thinking of when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. So in theory, if they were really working on the Monokuma all night, and the only times people left were when Hina went to get breakfast, and when Toko went to get the pickaxe, that in theory means Hina and Toko don't... Well, hold on. Hina... We'll see. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot stop now. That's right, it had to be... It's been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Alright, hold on. Let me look at that in more detail. That's the wrong button. Where's the timeline? Okay. So 7 a.m. Makoto wakes to the morning announcement. 7:30 Makoto and Oi arrive in the dining hall. So by the time 7:30 rolls around, I already would have been with Hina. So if we're saying the body had to have been killed after 7:30, that only leaves Toko. And Kyoko, in theory. We still have no idea where she was during this whole thing. Suicide is, of course, always a possibility, though I doubt it in this case. Good time, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What about? What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct, I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Sleeping? Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Well, because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. Can anyone else confirm your thing? How do I know you didn't murder them and were the last one in the garden until we found the body? However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately... Oh, so Hiro was in the garden. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. We immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi? Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi, I'm aware. I know. So now you seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's, really bad, isn't it? Okay, Byaku's account. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. Okay, but I'm not done yet. The other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found here. I'm thinking Dojo. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? That's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Hold on, Byaku has Kyoko's key. Could we investigate in there? Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to her room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya, can I borrow something? Hey, I'm Byakuya. If you come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe we should check out that one area. Yeah, that looks like it's the samurai helmet piece.